It's season 16. Welcome in to Dot Talk. Tuba Samurai on with you. Glad to be back after a break, and glad to be back in to Goal Line Blitz for the season 16. And a lot of stuff to cover with you this week. You're going to look in at some of the changes going on. We've got our Bort Quote of the Week, GLB news from Sharpie, all that and more coming your way next. Get in on the action. Goal Line Blitz is a web-based American football MMORPG. They've written a custom football simulation engine to provide you with the ultimate football experience on the web. Do you love fantasy football? Ever wish you could play with the pros? Join other football fans from around the world in building the player and team of your dreams right here. That's GoalLineBlitz.com. Get in on the action. And welcome into Dot Talk, episode 1 for season 16. Tuba Samurai with you, glad as always, and ready to get in to Dot Talk for this week. And first things off, looking at what's changed over the last off season. Of course, the changes to training and finances have rolled out. Not all of these are popular right now, even with me, but I think Bort has a vision for the end of beta, and I think these changes were necessary to help him get there. Some recent changes, of course, we've had a couple of weeks to get used to all the changes rolled out. Recent changes, playoff revenue has been revised. They've changed playoff revenue so that minor leagues, their revenue remains the same. Tickets sell at a maximum of 1.75 times expected value. And AA, AAA, and Pro, including World League, their playoff tickets will sell at zero, meaning there's no ticket revenue. Home teams will still receive revenue from concession sales. In addition, home playoff teams receive the free Nachos non-premium promotion at no cost. And then we've got a few revisions to the new training system. They changed it up so that multi-training and intense training are a little more feasible. Intense training receives an additional 10% bonus to training gains, and training 3 attributes for multi-training now receives 4 bonus tokens instead of 3. Training 4 attributes now receives 6 bonus tokens instead of 4. And other news this week, a few prominent Goal Line Blitzers were permabanned for hacking equipment. The exploit was patched, and all hacked equipment has been removed. Moral of the story, I guess, don't break the terms of service for Goal Line Blitz, and if you find an exploit, instead of using it to try to win LOL dot-ball games, let people know and you won't get in trouble. Right now, time for Goal Line Blitz news with Sharpie. It says Sharpie's back for season 16. There's been a lot of changes. We have a few new full moderators, including Dot Talks on Tuba. FAQ's Matt McBriar. Congrats to all those promoted. Within the LOL mod parts, we no longer have form-specific LOL mods, but area-specific. General discussion, trash talk, and FFA will all be modded by general area mods, while suggestions, GLB, and FAQs are by Goal Line Blitz area mods. The new form rules are in effect and have seemed to make the suspension process much more to the point. There's also an official appeals page now, but let's try and avoid that altogether if we can. The new chat rules should be going into effect soon, so if you frequent chat, and if you don't, please start. Make sure to keep an eye out for those. GLB Radio is soaring with listeners lately as they're looking for a new Monday night replacement show for C.T. Guyton's Hall of Fame show. The past week, Catch 22 show had over 100 listeners, and the Cobra Kai show had at least 92. With summer approaching, you'll see Sharpie around a lot more and expect more radio shows to call in and talk about whatever you like. Goal Line Blitz playoff revenue has now been eliminated, so home teams will not get this anymore. They will, however, for every home game, receive a free Nachos promotion. The big suggestion lately is getting rid of day 1 contracts. Make all contracts end on day 40 so it's more like professional sports where in your free agency year, everyone becomes a free agent at the same time. Over in General Discussions, we're seeing threads on the oil spill off the coast, so drop by General Discussions to join in the oil spill talk. Hope you all have a great season 16, and we'll see you next week. And thanks a lot, Sharpie, for that GLB news update. Well, we didn't get a pro tip from Chisel this week. He's busy with his new LOL mod duties. Hopefully we'll get one of those on from them or somebody next week. And also, commenting on the bugs mods. Has anybody noticed that there are like 1 million bugs mods out there right now? There are over 30 new bug mods right now, so maybe things over there will flow a little bit smoother. There are 3 different kind of bug mods, and they all have different things they do, so that's one of Catch's new additions. Maybe that'll work out well. Right now, time for our board quote from Tim Thorne, looking at block breaking. One question from Griffinator, he asked, since block breaking is an opposed skill in a double team situation as defensive tackles experience constantly, wouldn't the Shed Blocks SA be far more beneficial since your percentage chance of breaking the block is pretty low against 2 opponents? Or am I misunderstanding the interaction with a double team? Bort says yes, Shed Block should probably be more beneficial. Breakthrough would be better, but Shed Block will probably work better than a percent item for you. Another question, there are a lot of rumors surrounding when and how breakthrough works. I've heard that even if you are only being blocked by 1 blocker, it still gives you a percent to being able to break that block. Is this true? Also, does it work on both the run and pass? The answer is nope. It only works when being double or triple teamed. Yes, it works against pass blocking, but the frequency of double team pass blocks is much lower than run blocking. Tim Thorne says, how effective is breakthrough? Well, it all depends on one factor. Are you being double teamed? Knowing the breakthrough actually works on passing and running plays is a huge bonus since it is in the run tree for defensive tackles and the containment tree for defensive ends. But what does that mean for me? Defensive ends are less likely to be double teamed. 3-4s probably see a larger number of DEs being double teamed, or a LDE when a tight end stays back to block. As for defensive tackles, well, both get double teamed, but nose tackles probably stand a larger chance for numerous factors. If you're on a double team, if you're being double teamed often, having Shed Block, Breakthrough, and a break block percentage will provide you the greatest stacking opportunity. Remember that without solid attributes, though, it won't matter what you have. Thanks for that board quote from Tim Thorne. Right now, time for our Dot Talk replays of the week. Number 1 comes out of Elite Miners 42, the Anchorage Northern Knights at the Thunder Bay Sabretooths. This comes in the first quarter, 13-10 to go. Michael Dauber III pass over the middle, intended for wide receiver Aces Wild, intercepted by inside linebacker Silent Killer, who breaks a few tackles and returns the ball for a 47-yard touchdown. Good play there. Replay number 2 comes out of Casual 14, the Jewel City Diamonds at Cy-Fair Copperheads. It's in the fourth quarter, 1:48 to go on 4th and inches. Copperheads punt fielded by Return Speedy, and he takes it 70 yards to move ahead and win the game for the Diamonds. Replay number 3 comes out of Miners 42. It's a rank scrim. The Benton-Harmer Havoc at the St. Curabita Luzards on a plane. With 1 second to go in the game, the Havoc D comes up with a huge stop at the 1-yard line to reject a Luzard score that would have won the game. And a good defensive stop there. I like to showcase those when I can. Replay number 4 comes out of the World League, a scrimmage from the Halifax +10 Exploitation versus Mayan Prophecy. This in the fourth quarter, 1:27 to go. Halifax quarterback Travis Lulay passes to Chris Lane up the left side. It was a deflected ball, but he still got a hold of it and took it for a 50-yard touchdown, even though it was in a losing effort. But nice catch and run after the catch. And our replay of the week comes out of the World League. Machio's Macho Man at Ted Offensive. Halfback High Tech takes the ball on a rush to the outside and makes everybody miss as he slides down the field for a 77.5-yard touchdown. Great run and some great missed tackles on that one. That's your Dot Talk replay of the week. And that's going to do it for Dot Talk this week. This is Tuba Samurai on with you. Tune in next week. We'll have more Goal Line Blitz news, more replays, and a lot more. So hopefully we'll have an interview next week as well. So we'll see how that works out. This is Tuba Samurai signing out for Dot Talk.